It's, Madame Bizet can't come for her. She's having trouble. Midwife sent for me.
You want some coffee?
No, I'll have something there. You go back to sleep.
How long will you be?
3 or 4 hours. I'll be into lunch.
Good.
Good God. Emma.
Oh, you're lovely and warm.
It's the middle of the night.
No. No, it's dawn. Listen to the birds.
Your face is cold.
I ran through the fields. Oh, it was wonderful.
What about your husband?
Is that all you have to say to me? Your husband?
No. All the same, you know.
Oh, don't tell me I shouldn't. I did.
What about your maid when she found out?
Oh, that's all right. Bertha's back with the wet nurse. I'll say that I was worried about her, that I wanted to see her. Oh, I'll say anything, but I had to come and see you. I went through a field of bullocks. I was running, of course, but wasn't I brave?
Quite mad.
Oh, mad. Mad, 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 mad. Oh, I'm going to use all your things. Then next time you use them, you'll think of me.
I always think of you.
Oh, do you, Rudolph? I hope you do. Because I think of you all the time. I never think of anything else.
All the same, we can't do this too often.
Oh, I know, just when he's out on a call. You know, we must think of something. I mean, it's too cold in the woods. Oh, what can we do? What can we do if I can't come to you?
I could come to you.
You can get into the garden along by the river. There's an arbor. A sort of summer house, nothing comfortable.
As long as you're there.
Oh, I can't.
As long as you are there.
What's he doing?
I'm looking for my needle case.
Look in the morning.
I'll forget. Go to sleep.
I can't stay awake any longer. Good night. come in.
Monsieur, may I?
Oh, yes, Hippolyte, of course. Come in, come in.
Very good of you to see me, monsieur.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. What's the matter this time? Oh, you haven't been kicked by another wretched horse, have you?
Horses don't kick, monsieur, not deliberate. If they did, they'd pick on better than the likes of me. They just like their little game, like us all. It's just that sometimes with this, it's not always easy to get out of their way in time.
Sit down, sit down.
Thank you, monsieur.
You've not thought, I suppose, of taking a less physical job?
What? Leave Arsling? It's the only job I know, monsieur. 25 years I've been at the Leon door.
25 years, eh?
Since I was 12. Kill me it would if I had to leave that job.
Well, we must do our best to see that you stay. So what's,
It's my chest, monsieur. Just a cough, summer cold you might call it, nothing serious. If you could give me something to make it quieter in the morning.
Well, first things first. Take your shirt off and I'll sound you. Looks like rain, eh?
Charles? I think tomorrow I might kill myself.
Emma. What happened?
Oh, he talked and talked. Oh, you're soaking wet.
Only my cape, come on.
No, no, not the summer house. Come inside, they're all asleep. Oh, I love you.
Most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I miss you terribly when you're not here.
4 nights a week, my love, I do my best.
Oh, yes, but there are 7 nights and I grow desperate.
Then I shall have to make one night do the duty of 2. The surgery.
It's where we first met.
Well. Yes, I remember. What's he do with this, operations?
You were there. And I was there and I looked up at you.
And he was there too. Ah, my old friend.
Oh, do be serious.
I am serious.
Am I heavy?
Thistledown. I could throw you up and catch you.
No, no. Charles. Have you a pistol?
It's no one. Why should I need a pistol?
Well, if he came down.
Well, I'd hardly want to shoot the poor fellow.
Well, aren't you jealous of him?
Should I be?
No.
But he will be down to make a third. Unless we are very, very quiet.
You've run out of pomade. Shall I get you some?
I use bear's grease. You'd have to go to Rouen.
Oh, I could order it. L'Heureux goes in weekly.
Oh, you needn't bother. I'm going in myself tomorrow.
Oh, I'd like to buy you a present. What are you going in for?
Oh, family business.
I don't know anything about your family. Your mother's dead, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes, so's mine.
Yes, you told me.
Do you do you think they know about us? Do you think they're looking down on us now?
I hope they weren't 10 minutes ago.
Oh, but they'd approve. I'm sure they'd approve, aren't you? Aren't you?
No.
Oh, but it must make them happy to know we're in love. You said yourself it's the only thing that matters.
I don't think my mother cared for it very much. Good works were more her line of country. I don't know about yours, of course. But it's rather embarrassing if mine's standing up there all alone.
That's cruel.
Who to?
Me? That's hard and cruel. Well, I don't think you love me at all.
Oh, no? You've had every possible proof.
I want more than that.
Oh, come here. Well, I'd get out of bed and plead with you on my knees, but not if there's a family gathering watching from the gallery. I haven't enough on.
I'm serious and you joke. I give you my love and you laugh at me. I hate you.
You see, it's a question of ligamental section rather than osteotomy.
Oh, quite.
I see no reason why a qualified man like yourself shouldn't undertake strephidodiac cases. But also strephocatapodiac, strephendopodiac, strephaxapodiac. No reason at all.
Because I just don't think I could, that's all. I don't...
Madame, as beautiful as ever.
Emma, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Good morning, Miss Romet.
I'm trying to persuade your husband to make us all rich and famous and put Yonville on the map.
Oh, how?
Strephopodism.
The treatment of malformed feet.
You see, I have a pamphlet here illustrating a technique developed by Dr. Duval of Paris. If your husband were merely to send for the necessary equipment, I swear that in 1 year, your whole way of life would be changed.
Oh, why not, Charles?
Oh, he's too modest. Says he lacks the experience. But I know that whatever he sets himself to, that he will do.
Oh, yes, that's true. Well, I knew you could do it. Think how you mended my father's leg.
Oh, yes. And think how I was shown up by Canivet over Madame Rabois' anemia.
Yes, but that was
With the
years
leeches
ago.
out
I mean,
of
you're
the
more
window.
experienced now. Well, you might become a specialist. Call in by other doctors for an enormous fee and teaching in hospitals. Rouen for a start. Then when you're better known, we might have to move to Paris and you'll become famous.
You know, I don't have any patience with malformed feet.
No,
I
but you
just don't
will have as soon as you have the means of curing them.
Besides, that is not true.
What?
You do have one patient already.
Who?
Why, Hippolyte. Hippolyte Totin.
Oh, yes,
You're at the
Hippolyte.
Lion d'Or. Yes,
You
of
see,
course.
Hippolyte is a patient, yes, but it's not because of his feet. It's
Oh, does
because
it
of his
matter?
chest.
He is
has
but
a
one
clot
man
in
with
the
this terrible affliction.
Oh,
Well,
think, think how the others could benefit from such a cure.
Why, it could affect the whole world. Well, monsieur?
Well, I mean, well, Anyway, it would depend on Hippolyte.
Leave Hippolyte
he wanted
to me.
Have the
Charles. This is your chance to really become somebody.
I assure you, you'll feel practically nothing, my dear fellow. But just a little prick. Like a mild bloodletting, that's all. Not as bad as corns can be sometimes. Of course, it doesn't matter to me. No concern of mine what you decide. I'm just thinking of you. Sheer humanity. Well, I'd be glad to see you rid of that hideous deformity. And that swinging of the lumbar regions, which, whatever you say, must be a great handicap to you in your job. Not to mention in your, with the ladies. Gracious me, you're a man, aren't you? What if you were to join up? Serve with the colors. Eh, Hippolyte? Well, this is no time to be selfish. This is not just for you, you know. This is for medical science. Oh, yes. But what you say?
What does Monsieur Bovary say?
Monsieur Bovary, oh. to be cured.
Hippolyte. Come in. It's nothing painful. You know, it's only a small incision.
Now, with the rest of you,
Lie
please wait
down.
outside. Outside, please. I'll keep you informed of the progress of the operation.
I'll just take
The doctor places the patient in a recumbent position. He is removing the patient's footgear.
Turn over onto your face.
Doctor turns the patient face downwards.
Right.
He is selecting his instrument. He severs the tendon with one stroke. So expeditiously done, the patient was completely unaware of it. Weren't you, Hippolyte?
I'm fine.
No pain whatsoever.
Oh, no.
Just hold the bandage there, Felicite. That's it. Now we'll just place the foot in here, you see, and it will gradually be manipulated back into shape. You see. That it didn't hurt, did it?
I'm fine, monsieur.
There we are. Just tighten these up.
Thank you, monsieur. Bless you for a saint. It's a miracle, eh? A miracle.
The operation was a complete success.
I'm late, my love. Forgive me. What is it? It's 3 days since we met. Now so cold.
Oh, is it 3 days? Oh, we've been so busy. Charles has a very important case.
He has?
He may make his fortune. Become famous. We might have to live in Paris.
Good for Charles.
You don't mind?
Not in the least. I wish him nothing but well. For his wife's sake.
Madame, it's Hippolyte. He's in pain and crying out. Monsieur's gone over there.
Take it off! It hurts! It
It
hurts!
would be most unwise to remove it now. You might undo all the good.
No, we must take it off. I'll
Patience,
take it off.
patience. This is merely a temporary phase. It's nothing serious, madame. It's merely a slight alteration to ease the patient. I'll read you something to take your mind off it.
All right.
It's a letter I written to the press at Rouen. It's all about your case. Dear sir, etc. It may interest your readers to know that Monsieur Bovary, one of our most distinguished practitioners, has recently performed a signal act of high philanthropy and great surgical skill. Using the most modern methods, he has operated upon one of his more humble neighbors, one Hippolyte Totin. Your name in the paper, you say? Who since birth has suffered from a malformed foot. What is it?
It's gangrene. It's gangrene.
What do you do?
Send for a doctor.
Is that all you can do? Sit there and sigh?
Canavier's in charge of the case.
And what about us? What about the name you were going to make for us?
Oh, that's just a stupid fancy, that's all. I'm not up to that sort of thing.
What about me?
Well, we'll just have to go on as before. Though, we'll have to be careful for a bit, because, I spent a lot of money on the appliance, and if the practice falls off, as well it might, then we might find our finances running rather low. Oh, Emma. Oh, thank God we have each other.
You helpless, hopeless fool!
Do you want this?
What?
Your patient's leg.
Oh, no.
I'll keep it then. Pickle it. Show it to the next fool I meet who thinks the gentlemen in Paris know everything. Out next day. Chloroform.
He's a peasant, that's all he is. With peasant's ambitions and peasant's manners.
Oh, he's an honest enough fellow.
Oh, he's disgusting. I can't bear to look at him or touch him. Even being in the same room with him makes me feel ill.
Oh, now, come along.
I can't bear it anymore.
Well, what would you like to do about it?
We could run away together. Oh, we could run right away. Paris, Rome.
You'd do that?
With you? Of course I would. Oh, I'd go anywhere with you. Greenland, America, the South Pole.
What a surprise for the Redskins and the Penguins.
No, I mean it.
That's pretty.
I bought it yesterday. Lara bought me in a collection from Rouen. Of course, it's for you, really.
I couldn't wear that.
No, I know you couldn't. No, I wear it to look nice for you. Like my new dress. Don't think I'd bother for Charles, do you?
Well, I hope you let him have a look. After all, the poor man does pay.
Oh, that's all seen to. Oh, I'd like to buy you a present. What would you like? When's your birthday?
January.
We'll have a half birthday now. What do you need?
Only you.
Oh, me you have. Oh, I'd like to buy you something. Something you'd use and think of me. Yes, that's just what I wanted.
The moment I saw it, I thought to myself, that's exactly what Madame Bovary asked me to get.
How much?
270 francs.
For this?
Oh, no, Madame, including that. There have been other little items, you know.
You'll be paid quite soon.
No, don't imagine I'm worried, Madame, only you did ask, and I naturally thought you meant the amount outstanding. But I wouldn't dream of worrying, not with a customer in your position. I mean, I know that your husband would pay me immediately if I cared to bother him, which of course I could scarcely think of doing.
You'll be paid.
We might come to an agreement.
You'll be paid.
No, my love. No, I can't take a gift like this from you.
Oh, but you must. Oh, I want you to have it. I bought it for you.
And this? And this? Too many gifts, Emma.
Oh, I want to give you everything I can.
You do.
Because I love you so much. Oh, and do you love me?
Of course. I tell you so every day now, don't I?
I wish you were there to tell me so at night.
Charles might object.
I lie awake and listen to midnight strike. Do you?
Sometimes.
Listen tonight and think of me. And at that same moment, I'll think of you.
And?
We'll be together in spirit.
Unless my clock is slow.
Oh, you're horrid to me. You treat me like you treat all your other women.
There aren't any other women, not now.
Oh, but there were.
Oh, yes, of course there were. What do you think I am?
I hate them.
You don't know them.
I hate them for having even existed. I hate to think of you even talking to them. I hate to think of anything that takes you away from me. Were they beautiful? If you say no, I shan't believe you. Oh, I expect they were more beautiful than me. But they didn't love you as I do. They couldn't have. Nobody could have. I only exist to love you. I'm your servant. Your slave. My king. My God. My world.
Perfect articulation of the knee, you see?
See? It moves.
Yes, monsieur, it's very smart, but all the same, and thank you very much, but I'd sooner stick with this one. I know where I am with this one. The other, all them springs, you'd never quite know, and this one's very good. I'm nippier at it than I was on my foot. Just as you said I'd be, Doctor. Exactly as you said. Thank you.
Very well you put it, yes.
What a backward, doltish peasant he is. The priest's been at him, I can tell you that. Talking about a pilgrimage. What use is holy water to him?
Well, I can't make him wear it if he doesn't want to. I was wondering if...
Truth will prevail. An expensive thing like that.
Yes.
He's simply not used to it.
Yes, I was wondering if he didn't want to wear it, if there was any other way of disposing of it anywhere else.
There's not a hope, monsieur. It is, after all, a very expensive leg. It's 40 francs.
Yes, well, I suppose you'd like to be paid. Yes.
Ah, for the golden dawn of the age of reason, when money does not govern our every action. Of course, if it's inconvenient, I wouldn't dream of pressing.
No, I have it here. 2 Napoleons. Yes. No, I thought there was more. That's all.
I wonder why it is that Napoleon, great though he is, should be the only one to have coins named after him. Why is it that we shouldn't pay ourselves with Voltaire's, or Robespierre's, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau's?
Yeah.
Not that these are unacceptable, you understand. Ah, yes. Thank you, monsieur. Good night.
Yes, good night.
Ah, madame. As beautiful as ever, and even more emancipated.
What are you doing?
There was some money in here, you know, 15 Napoleons, and now there are only 3.
Only one.
What? Yeah, no, yes, I had to pay for that.
Oh, why? Not trying another of your cures, are you?
No, it was the rosary's fee here, you know, and it's all gone.
Do you imagine there aren't other things to be bought and paid for besides your idiotic schemes?
Ah, have you had the money, Emma?
I didn't say that. I asked you a question and you won't answer it. I sometimes think you'd rather see us in the poorhouse than admit that cupping and leeching are about your limit.
Oh.
Is that the length you wanted, madame?
Yes, down to the ground. And with a double collar.
A travelling cloak, in fact.
Mm-hmm. And some sort of bag for night things.
Bag for night things. And the 2 trunks, as you said.
Oh, and Monsieur Lheureux, maybe you could keep them at your shop until I want them. I really haven't the room for them here.
The cloak as well?
Yes, there's no point in bringing it here. Maybe you could give me the address of the makers and I could collect it on my way through Rouen.
When will that be?
In about a month.
Beginning of August? Very well, madam.
Am I? Do you adore me? Do you love me? Say so.
I love you with all my heart.
Oh, God, I'm so happy. So happy I'm almost sad.
You are. It's not too late to change your mind.
Oh, yes, too late. In my mind, I've gone already. I'm alone with you. I'm yours. Midnight. Tomorrow we go. Only one more day. And have you the passports?
Yes.
And the tickets? Yes. And everything?
Everything.
And we meet tomorrow, midday, at the Hotel de Provence.
Yes.
Oh, go quickly, my darling. Oh, I'll keep you here till then.
Till then. Goodbye.
Tomorrow.
I cannot, nay, I will not force you to submit to the humiliation which must be yours. You know not the abyss into which I have been leading you. Shame and sorrow. I go alone into exile, as yet I know not whither. Adieu. Ah. Dear. Sad. Very sad. Yes, come.
Monsieur?
Is the carriage ready?
Monsieur?
Before you go, would you deliver these to Madame Bovary?
With your compliments?
No. No, say nothing. She was a marvelous mistress.
I say it was these. Yes, my diagnosis, Doctor, with due respect, is plums. You've no idea the effect they have on some people. And not only people, either. Take, for example, the well-known aphrodisiac effect of valerian on the Felis domesticus, the common cat.
I don't think it's anything quite like that, you know.
I have an old friend who lives down the road, Bredo. Now, he has a dog, you must see it sometime, which goes into convulsions the moment it smells snuff. I mean, one sniff and it's off. It's quite remarkable.
All the same, I think we should take medical precautions.
Medical precautions by all means. But the point is, which?
No, my daughter, don't disturb yourself.
Disturb myself? I am disturbed, Father.
Brain fever, they tell me.
Can you help me?
The church can always help, if help is truly desired.
Oh, it is, Father, it is. When I was young.
You're young now.
When I was a child, when I was a girl. I was devout. I prayed, I meditated, I went to Mass. And now I can't even find my rosary.
We will say a prayer. Pater noster, qui es in caelis.
Pater noster, qui es in caelis.
Sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Sanctificetur nomen tuum.
I mean, there must be some mistake.
No, excuse me, monsieur, but I measured her for the cloak in this very room. And she was most insistent that the trunk should be roomy, as they are.
Oh, yes. Now this would be just before her collapse.
Yes, I suppose it would, poor lady. But she was in perfect control of herself that day.
Yes. Ah. How much?
Only 340, including, of course, my bill to date.
340.
The very best quality goods.
Yes. No, it's just that I've been having some heavy expenses of late, you know, medicines and so on.
So, life is difficult for all of us, isn't it?
If you could wait.
Doctor, I'm only too willing to oblige a professional man.
Oh, thank you.
But as a professional man, I'm sure you'd be happier if matters were on a more formal basis.
In what way?
A written undertaking to pay within, say, 6 months at an agreed rate of interest.
Would that be all right?
Oh, perfectly. Your signature is quite enough.
Oh. Oh, is it?
A professional man.
Ah. Oh, that's splendid. Yeah. Yes. I wonder that, in that case, if
1,000 francs for 12 months?
That sounds splendid.
At 6%.
Ah, wonderful. Oh, then, yes, Emma can have everything she wants.
Yes.
Ah, Monsieur Lheureux.
Well, when all's said and done, it doesn't really matter which of us has cured her, so long as the dear lady is cured.
So long as she keeps the Pope's candle factory working, you mean?
Oh, may, no dissension.
I don't dissent, I
please.
merely say.
Good health.
Good health.
Good health.
She's not herself yet, though, you know. She has no spirit. She's listless. You know, she never laughs, you know, or sings.
She should go out more.
Well, she walks, you know, in the fields.
And comes to church.
I mean properly out. To an entertainment. Take her to Rouen, to the theatre.
I wouldn't recommend the theatre.
Well, the opera, then. You can't object to that. The Pope enjoys singing. At least I suppose he does, or he wouldn't sing in church.
Music and song. Certainly they can uplift the mind.
The very thing she wants.
And they're not as dangerous as literature.
There. Divine approval.
All the same,
All the same, the lady
recommend
needs some life. You take her to the opera. Next week there's a masterpiece.
Really? But I'd like to understand. Was he angry with her?
No, it's her lover.
Barley water? Barley water or lemonade?
Oh, barley water.
Come in.
I saw you from the stalls. I thought I might take the liberty of calling.
My dear Leon, my dear Dupuy, how nice. Emma, look who it is. How nice to see a familiar face amongst all the strangers.
Madame?
I thought you were in Paris.
I was. I work here now.
Sit down, sit down.
Thank you.
Oh, well, well.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, I think he's wonderful.
He'll be better tomorrow night in William Tell.
Oh, I wish we could see him, but we go home tomorrow.
Why? It was hardly worth coming just for the one performance.
It's my fault, I'm afraid. It's the daily round. You know how it is. I just can't be
I wish
away
we
too
could
long.
see it.
You could, Emma. Yes, you could stay another night and return on Sunday.
Oh, no.
They say it's superb.
Oh? Ah, well, why not, Emma? Why not, Emma? If you'd like to. She's been ill, you know. We're trying to cheer her up. Ah, the barley water. We'll have a long talk later.
Certainly.
Yes.
How's Yonville?
Oh, exactly the same as it always was.
Then you'll stay on.
I must think about it.
Tonight. Think about it tonight and decide in the morning. Where are you staying?
At the Croix Rouge.
Oh, yes. I'll call on you tomorrow afternoon. No, no better than that. If you're still in Rouen, why don't we meet?
Oh, where?
Don't look so alarmed. Somewhere highly respectable. Have you visited the cathedral?
As a child.
Inside the west porch at 3 o'clock.
You've changed.
So I should hope. In some ways, yes. At Yonville, I was shy. Now I've seen more of the world. But in other ways, I haven't changed. I loved you then. I love you still. And you?
It's impossible.
Have you changed, Emma?
Yes. Yes, I must have done.
I don't believe you have.
Oh, there was such a crush.
Oh,
you know, at the bar,
Charles.
I spilled a little,
How
I'm
good of
afraid.
you.
I took the liberty, you know, of
Oh,
getting you something.
thank you. 3 o'clock. Oh, the second act already. Thank you. I must get back to my seat. Au revoir, madame.
Au revoir.
We'll talk later.
Yes, yes. So, what happens in the second act?
What might have been between us is now in the past. And it is better so. For your happiness and mine. We must not meet again. Believe me, your affectionate friend, who will ever remember the compliment you paid her. Emma Bovary. I don't know his address.
stranger, I believe, monsieur. Would you care to take the tour of the church?
No, thank you.
Let her come. Oh, please let her come.
Leon.
Emma. Emma?
Would Madame care to take the tour of the church?
No, she would not.
Why not? Since we're here.
The cathedral was begun in the 12th century and completed at the beginning of the 13th. Outside the west porch may be seen a stone circle giving the circumference of the great bell of Amboise, which weighs 18 tons. Its equal is not to be found anywhere in Europe. The foundry master who cast it is said to have died of joy on beholding his work. This way, madame. Here we have the tomb of Richard I, King of England, Duke of Normandy, and Count of Anjou, known as Coeur de Lion. Born in 1157, he died in battle on the 7th of April, 1199, while besieging the castle of Charluse. Now we move along the south aisle to the chancel.
No, we don't.
But Madame has not seen the gargoyle window or the bishop's throne.
Come on.
Left by the north door, you could have seen the last judgment.
Driver!
Where are we going?
Heaven.
In a fiacre? No, Leon, no, it isn't right.
It's done in Paris.
Is it?
Every day. Drive on, anywhere you like. I'll tell you when to stop.